hope I live. I hope I live. It's coming down on me. Here it comes. I'm getting behind a car. It's incredible. Okay, I'm gonna have to go find people who need help, because I don't think I'm one of them. You okay, sir? Okay. Can I just get a toot off your respirator? Can I get a toot? I'm just getting a couple of clean breaths. That's good.
World Trade Center towers collapsed after being hit each by a hijacked aircraft. And then a third major building of the Trade Center complex, World Trade Center Building 7, collapsed. Rescue workers are digging through the enormous piles of rubble, hoping against hope to find survivors, including hundreds, apparently, of missing firefighters and New York City police officers. New York hospitals are jammed with victims, pushing the city's medical capacity to the very limit. Some people today jumped from windows of the World Trade Center, jumped to their death. Mayor Giuliani asked that New York City be declared a federal disaster area. President Bush has done that tonight. Hundreds more people may be dead at the Pentagon. A firefighting official at the Pentagon said that he had been inside for hours and believed 100 to 800 bodies could be inside.
At 8:45 a.m., a hijacked airliner filled with fuel was flown directly into the North Tower of the World Trade Center. Shortly after 9 a.m., a second hijacked airliner slammed into the South Tower. The sight of the two towers burning was shocking. At 9:40, the terror moved to Washington, D.C., where a third hijacked airliner plowed into the Pentagon, the headquarters of the U.S. military. Only minutes later, millions of horrified onlookers and television viewers watched as one of the massive World Trade Center towers collapsed.
I hope I live. It's coming down on me. Here it comes. I'm getting behind a car.
Then another hijacked plane went down, this time near Pittsburgh. And finally, the one remaining tower of the World Trade Center disintegrated. As reports of the destruction came in, it was becoming apparent that the toll of the attacks would be high. It was U.S. President George W. Bush who first said what everyone feared.
Thousands of lives were suddenly ended by evil, despicable acts of terror.
And as the dust clears from Washington and Manhattan, the consequences of today's attacks are just beginning.
At 8:42, all hell breaks loose over New York as that first plane, Flight 11, crash dives straight into the North Tower of the Trade Center, causing catastrophic loss of life. Only 18 minutes later, just after 9, a stunned city sees the second United Airline plane swoop unerringly into the side of the South Tower.
Taking a look. Oh my God! Oh, dude! Oh my God! My own eye. I basically got on all fours and I just crawled to the door, hoping that I was crawling the right way.
And there's more on the way. At 9:38, American Airlines Flight 77 crashes by the west wing of the Pentagon. A Boeing 757 with 64 aboard, it had taken off from Washington's Dulles Airport before swinging around to dive onto the very command center of America's military. Minute by minute, horrors mount. Just after 9:50, the unthinkable. Back in New York, the entire South Tower of the Trade Center collapses in monstrous avalanche of concrete and steel, bearing huge numbers of wounded and rescuers. One doctor on the scene, Mark Heath, has a video camera with him and captures moments at ground zero.
I hope I live. I hope I live. It's coming down on me. Here it comes. I'm getting behind a car. It's incredible. Okay, I'm gonna have to go find people who need help. Can I get a toot? I'm seeing a couple of clean breaths. That's good. Okay, back to you. This is the car I hid behind. It saved my life. Oh, wait, maybe it was this one. They say someone needs help.
Yeah, Mike! Mike! Mike, come over here! Yeah!
Anybody need a doctor?
Where are you?
Don't have oxygen.
Hello, Doc.
Hey, that guy needs some oxygen. If someone can share it with him.
10-4.
Thanks. They told me just to wait here at this semi-staging area. See if I can help, and that's what I'm doing. They won't let me go any closer. No one can go in to get the people out. There's small explosions still going on. So far, I've seen some people who needed oxygen from the dust. That was one trauma.
5 minutes later, an unprecedented fear sweeps Washington. 10:05, the U.S. government, now fearing an all-out attack, even evacuates the White House. Presidential staffers are moved quickly out of the very core of the nation's capital. Now, at 10:10, the fourth plane crashes. A United Airlines 757, Flight 93 from Newark to San Francisco with 45 aboard, suddenly disappears from the radar and disintegrates as it crashes near Johnstown, Pennsylvania. 15 minutes later, all U.S. civilian air travel goes to ground. International flights to the U.S. are diverted to Canada. Canadian airports start receiving scores of airliners that soon crowd the tarmacs. In New York, desperate attempts are being made to save those trapped in the remaining North Tower. Often, little can be done. Then at 10:29, the drumbeat of calamity reaches its peak. Incredibly, the North Tower of the Trade Center also collapses. In this aftermath, people scarcely believe their eyes. An event so threatening that shortly after 11 a.m., much of Manhattan is evacuated, amid scenes that seem almost out of science.